Hello student, very good morning. Hope all of you are doing fine. I am also very fine, and I hope all of you are joining the class with with a great eagerness and curiosity. So join the class as soon as possible, mentioning your name, roll number, section and shift. Don't waste time. So get ready with your textbook, Chapter 2, Living Wall. Chapter 2, Living Wall. It's very important chapter for you. And in the previous class, I talked about classification of living organism. And today, we will continue lesson 3. It is not possible to show you the whole pages of the book, so try to follow your respective textbooks. Okay, uh, just follow my reading. You follow your own textbooks. So get ready with your textbook, exercise book or notebooks and writing pen. Don't forget to comment on my discussion on on the chapter. Okay, don't keep yourself silent. Try to be active and busy with something, doing something. Okay, if you support me, I will be glad, I'll be pleased, and I will be inspired. So the chapter you know very well is living wall. I mean, maybe plants and animals. Living wall means plants and animals. Living wall covers, focuses on plants and animals. But I see most of the topics here or lesson here, yes, animals and plants. These chapters discusses about animals and plant. And today's lesson is non-flowering plant. You see page number 16. Lesson 3, non-flowering plants. There are some plants that never bear flowers and fruit. These plants reproduce by forming spores. These plants are called non-flowering plant. This is a group of plant, many of whose body is not divisible into root, stem, and leaf. These plants are thallophyte. Example, Spirogyra. You see the diagram here, Spirogyra. Yes, page number 16, non-flowering plant. The plants which have no flowers and the organs of the plant or parts of the plant are not differentiated or are not divisible into root, stem, and leaf like the common plants, trees, okay, because these plants are very small, algae, fungi, fungi, each like these plants. These plants are microorganism, microorganism, we can say lower plants, lower organism or lower plants, right? Again, some of the plants have stem and leaf, but they have no roots like plants. Instead of roots, they have rhizoid. They are green and autophytic. They grow on moist soils and old walls and wooden logs. They are also found floating on water. Usually they grow on old walls so densely that they look like a thick carpet. Example, moss. In Bangla, we call sheola. uh, During rainy season, you see the old buildings, you see on the old buildings, there grows small green plants. You cannot see very clearly, but we see as dirt, we see as dirt, আমরা ময়লা হিসেবে দেখি। That's some greeny patches, like drawing, they are green, they are called moss. Ferns are the most advanced form of plants among the non-flowering plants. Their body is divided into root, stem and leaves. They grow on damp old walls and shadowy places. Example, dheki shak. Dheki shak is very favorite favorite vegetable leaf. I mean, you know, uh, the indigenous people, I mean tribal people of Chittagong, hill tracks, Rangamati, Khagrachuri, Bandarban. Their favorite vegetables, deki shak, you know very well. And also uh, in our college, in our school, availables. Deki shak is available every weekend. Uh, some shopkeepers, I mean, they sell deki shak. It's very delicious, Deki shak. This is the non-flowering plant. This also non-flowering plant. Next, lesson 4 to 6, flowering plant. In Bangla, we can say non-flowering plant, apuspok udbid. Apuspok udbid. Flowering plant, sapuspok udbid. I mean, they bear flowers, they don't bear flowers. Easy. Flowering plants. Flowers are born in flowering plants. Mango, jackfruit, sapla, china, rose, etc. Their body can be differentiated into root, stem, and leaves. Some of these plants can produce fruits, which some cannot. Therefore, the seeds of such plants are naked. I mean, uh, open. These plants are again of two types: naked seed plant, closed seed plants. That means seeds are outside. I mean, seeds are inside. They have advanced conducting tissue within their body. These are usually timber yielding plants. Timber yielding plants. Timber, wood. You can get wood from these types of plants, flowering plant. For example, mango plant, mango tree, jackfruit tree. All these are in big size. They are called trees. We can get wood for making furnitures like that. So they are flowering plants. They give flowers, fruit, and the fruits are ripened, gives us another, I mean, reproduce into seedlings, giving, I mean, uh, small plants, I mean, young plants, right? Naked seed plants, they are called, scientifically, they are called gymnosperm. I see most of the comments here, but Navid, where is Navid? Navid Virdi, yes, Navid BT. He says, I mean, he called me, yes, miss, yes, miss. I mean, there is mistake. I am not miss. The flowers of such plant do not have ovary, so their ovules remain naked. Their ovules ultimately transform into seed. Example: pine, cycas, araucaria, Christmas tree, araucaria. These all are gymnosperm, naked seed plants and seeds. They are open. I mean, khejur, khejur or coconut or betel nut, all are uh, seen. I mean, open. Next one is lesson 7, angiosperm plant. Mango, blackberry, palm, and most of the green plants around us. Page number 18. Flowers are close-seed, flowering plant. These plants have ovary. The ovules are arranged within the ovary. After fertilization, the ovules turn into seeds and ovaries develop into fruits. For this reason, the seeds of such plants are found hidden within the fruit. Example, angiosperm. Angiosperm plants, seeds and ovaries develop into fruits. For this reason, the seeds of such plants are found hidden within the fruits, inside the fruits. Jackfruit, mango, the seeds are found inside the fruits, right? These are angiosperm plants. Characteristic of invertebrates and vertebrate. Next lesson is all about invertebrates and vertebrates. I mean animal. What are animals? Animals are divided into two classes, namely vertebrates and invertebrates. The animal which have vertebral column, uh, commonly we can say backbone, and the animal which do not have vertebral column, they are called invertebrate. মেরুদণ্ডী and অমেরুদণ্ডী প্রাণী। মেরুদণ্ডী, যাদের মেরুদণ্ড আছে মানে ব্যাকবোন আছে, ভার্টিব্রাল কালাম আছে, তাদেরকে মেরুদণ্ডী প্রাণী বলে। আর যাদের মেরুদণ্ড নাই, ভার্টিব্রাল কলাম নাই, তাদেরকে অমেরুদণ্ডী প্রাণী বলে। So these are the characteristic of invertebrates and vertebrate. What is the example of invertebrate? For example, prawn, চিংড়ি। চিংড়ির কি ভার্টিব্রাল কলাম আছে? নাই। And also uh, fly, machi, and also mosquito. They are invertebrates. And vertebrates, human being, animal, cow, goat, like this. All these are vertebrates. You already studied in class 5, I know. So characteristic of invertebrates and vertebrates: take a whole well-cooked fish. Take out the flesh of the fish gently so that the bone remains intact. Now observe the fish bone. The hard long bone running from neck to tail is known as the vertebral column. Now try to feel the middle of your back. Can you feel the long hard bone running from your neck to area close to your waist? This is what we call vertebral column. You see, from the head to west, you see there is a hard bone, that is vertebral column. And in all fish, if you boil some fish or cook some fish, you see there is a long bone from head to tail, that is vertebral column. Depending on the presence of vertebral column, the animal kingdom is divided into two groups: invertebrate and vertebrate. Fish, frog, birds, wall lizard, cattle, human have vertebral column. Since this animal have vertebral column, they are called vertebrates. On the other hand, mosquito, flies, butterflies, shrimp, crabs, earthworm, etc. are invertebrate, which means this animal do not have vertebral columns. Put the animals from the following list into two groups: invertebrates and vertebrate: cockroach, fish, chicken, dog, frog, wall lizard, earthworm, mosquito, cow, butterfly, snail, starfish. All this you can categorize, classify this into two groups. Which animal are vertebrates and which are not, you know very well. Now let us know about some animals that are often seen around our houses and school campus. But in our school campus there is no no jungle, no forest. You cannot find many animals because the campus of our college is empty. Like desert. Only 3 or 4 big trees are available there, so you can collect better from village, from botanical garden or from some forest, I mean reserve, I mean park, I mean uh, dense forest, where that a lot of trees and lot of bushes are there. You can collect some insect, some small animals, you can collect, right? And what is the task here? Inside the box, there is a task. Make some groups of 4 to 5 students. Each group will go around the school campus and make a list of the animals they have seen. Now divide the animals that have been seen into invertebrates and vertebrate. Present the list of the whole class. Other student may ask question on relevant issues. This is a group work. I mean, class, just like classwork. You divide into 2 or 3 groups, then you collect some animals, some plants, then you make a group work, make a poster like this, and make column or chart, right? So this is the practical work. Actually, I mean, practical work actually you can do physically when the school, I mean classes are running, right? And next lessons 9 and 10, characteristic of invertebrates and vertebrate. By now you have learned about how to classify plants depending on their certain characteristic. Like plants, animal can also be classified on the basis of their characteristic. We know that animals can be divided into 2 broad categories, invertebrates and vertebrate. Some of the characteristics of invertebrates are: invertebrate do not have vertebral column. These animals do not have any skeleton. Their eyes are simple. Sometimes they have many small eyes gathered together into one eye, which is compound eye. They don't have tails. Invertebrates can be of different kinds. Many of them are so teeny in size that they cannot be seen with bare eyes. Amoeba is an example of such animal. Earthworm and leech belong to another group of animal. Their bodies are divided into many segments. Snail and oyster fall into yet another group. Their bodies are not segmented, usually covered with hard shell. They have muscular foot. Butterfly, mosquito fly, cockroach, white and bee, etc. are insects. In the animal kingdom, this kind of animals are the largest in number. Their body is divided into 3 parts: head, thorax, and abdomen. They have joint foot and compound eyes. Some of these insects are useful. They are called useful insect. Example: bee, silkworm. On the contrary, mosquito and fly spread various diseases among us. Some other insects, such as white and leather insect, rice, hispa, etc., cause damages to our houses, furnitures, and crop. There are some marine animal whose integument is spiny. Starfish and sea urchin belong to this group. Jellyfish and corals are different types of invertebrate. They have a body cavity, coelenteron. You can say this coelenteron, body cavity. They have a hydra. Have you ever heard about hydra? It's an animal. They have, I mean, bamboo-like structure. I mean, pipe-like structure. They have a single opening, which is used for both intaking food and expelling of waste. So this all about invertebrates. Invertebrates are divided into several phylum or classes. You know very well. In higher classes, I mean in class 7, you will know about the main phylums of animals, animalia. But now, for your interesting, I am telling you arthropoda, one of the phylum of the animals, arthropoda, and Annelida, arthropoda, the largest phylum of the animal kingdom. You know, arthropoda is very 80% of the animals are included in arthropoda. You know, cockroach, cockroach type of insect. You know, and also ants. Arthropoda, Protozoa, Annelida, Echinodermata, all these are the phylums or classes of animal kingdom. I mean, invertebrates. The vertebrates also have page number 20. The vertebrates also have some distinguishing characteristics the invertebrates have. The main characteristics of the vertebrates are they have vertebral column skeleton within the bodies. They have wings or two pairs of appendages. Their eyes are simple except human. All other invertebrates have tails. They respire by gills and lungs. Vertebrates can be divided into many classes on the basis on their diverse characteristic. All fishes belong to group named fishes. Fishes. They live in water. Most of them have scales. Example: hilsa, rui, koi, etc. However, some of them have no scale. For example, magur, sing, tengra, boal, etc. They use gills for respiration. They also have fins, which they use to swim. Frogs are amphibians. They spend some parts of their life in water, some on the land. They don't have any hair, scale, or feeder on integument. They have two pairs of legs. There is no nails on their phalanges. At the primary stage of their life cycle, the tadpole respire by gill, and at the adult stage, they respire by lungs. And these frogs are amphibian. It is also classes of vertebrate. You know, there are 8 or 9 classes of vertebrate. One of them is amphibian. Amphibian, what is the characteristic of amphibian? They spend their life halfly on land, halfly on water. You know very well. So they lay eggs. Frogs lay eggs on the stagnant water, and they give birth to. From the eggs we get tadpole, bengachi. Baby frog, bengachi. Wall lizards, crocodile. These are in another class of vertebrate. Wall lizard, crocodile, snake, salamander, etc. are the reptile. This animal move by putting their weight or on trunk. They have claws on their toes, legs, and hatch them to give birth to the young ones. They respire through lungs. Duck, chicken, pigeon, doyle, etc. fall under the class of aves or apes. This is one, bird type of animal. Chicken, duck, pigeon, like this. Their body is covered by feathers, palogache. Having feathers is the main identifying features of bird. Except birds, no other animals have feathers, feathers or feeders. Most of the birds can fly. Ostrich, penguin, and some other birds cannot fly. Birds lay eggs. They hatch eggs to give birth to babies. Monkey, rat, dog, cow, goat, etc. are mammals. Yes, one of the classes of vertebrates is also mammal. In mammal, we humans are mammal groups. Mammals have hair on their body, feed mother's milk to their babies. Female give birth to babies. Mammals are more intelligent than fish, frog, snake, and bird. Their brains and bodies are well developed. That means we human beings, our brains are well developed, highly or sophisticated, we can say. Draw the following table. There is a chart. Draw the following table in your notebook and fill it in. Put a tick mark on any of the 3 characteristics corresponding to the animal listed below. For example, if Rui has a scale, put a tick mark. Body cover, have hair, have feeder, have scale, appendages. All this you can do as homework. This table, okay? So use in a sheet of paper, you do this table as homework, okay? Do this homework and submit in the comment section. What we have learned in this chapter: living organism can move: nutrition, reproduction, respiration, sense, adaptation, growth, and expression. The 5 kingdoms of living world are Monera, Protista, Plenty, Fungi, and Animalia. Non-flowering plants, Thallophyta, moss and fern. Flowering plant, Gymnosperm and Angiosperm. So for your SW, homework, this table is enough for you, okay? Only this chart you can fill up and submit in the comment section, writing very, very clearly on a sheet of paper, A4 size paper, right? So thank you for joining my class, listening to me very attentively, and I hope in the next class We'll do the exercise together. Short answer question, creative question also. Till then, thank you. Best of luck. Assalamu alaikum. Goodbye.